You know, that's a really good team. Fort Lauderdale, we got a chance to see them against Florida Memorial earlier this week. They were 3 points away from tying it going to overtime down the stretch. We knew how physical they are. They're very similar to us, the way we play. We're physical. We have depth. We wanna press a little bit and stuff, and we got guys that can score in a one-on-one situation and stuff. And we bet our match tonight, but when it came down to that last 10-minute stretch, our guys stepped up, and that's what you need. As a coach, you call all the plays, you have the game plan, but you need the dudes to be the dudes, and that's what happened for us tonight. Cam James, just said, "Hey, I got you," and went to work, and the great leadership of our point guard. I could tell you stories of just Jackson Slater just being disciplined. These years of being on this team and stuff, he's just been absolutely great. So grateful for those guys, grateful for everybody on this team. But that's a tough team, and I'm happy we came out with a win. Once we signed everyone and we returned JP, Truck, and JK, we felt like we had the best front court in the nation. And obviously in that first game of the season, we questioned it a little bit. But, we see these guys every day in practice, and we know we definitely have depth in the front court. We can go very deep, and they're versatile. We have a guy who can rip and score. We have a guy who can stretch it. We have a guy who's back to basket. Obviously, like seeing them out there, we were just in a good rotation today that they held it down for us. They controlled the glass. They were physical. They met their match a little bit in the first half, but then they stepped up in the second half. So great front court crew, and obviously we stay healthy. They can help us lead to do some really good things. Well, we knew the day that Cam called and said he was committing to Keiser University that we had a dog. This is a guy that scored 18 points against UConn, and the thing I love about him is it's tough recruiting Division I guys at our level because they come and they think it's easy. They don't appreciate the level until they get a few games in, and then they start to turn around. Cam from day one has been a leader. He's the one guy that came in that we signed that was a captain, and everyone follows him. He puts us on his back, and he's ready to go uphill and stuff. Like he's a dog. As impressed as everyone else is with the 27 points, I'm impressed with the 13 from 14 from the free throw line. And I see him working every day, and it's one of the things that we've struggled in. But I've seen his numbers go from low 60s to whatever they are now. He went 6 of 6 in one game and 13 of 14. Hey, once again, he carried us and he led us, and it's going to be some great basketball around that guy because everyone follows and everyone steps up and does their job.
I knew it was going to be a tough fight from when we got to the 10 mark. I knew it was going to be a tough dog fight. Halftime came, I'm like, they real tough. Even though we really thought we could beat them, it was just a real tough game throughout the whole game. Halftime came before we went back to shoot around. I huddled them, and I was telling them this not going to be easy. Even for me, I know I'm not doing my best. All of us got to pick it up. So from that point forward, I felt like we picked each other up and just rode with each other. That was just it. Somewhat, but I felt like at the end of the day, I still had to play my game because I knew the ball was going to come to me regardless. My teammates trusted and believed in me, rather I'm playing a good game or a bad game. And I just go back to what Chief was saying, just from the get-go, I had to buy in because I know it's not a D1 level, so I had to buy into everything. And just for my teammates and my coaches to have to believe in me, I just felt like just keep playing no matter what's going on. I know it's going to be tough since the game started, so just having that mindset of no matter what's happening, I got to play my game and just be just be a dog. Just keep on playing. Everything going to come into hand as long as we just get together and just play as a team. It means everything to me. I'm just glad to be a part of this program just in general. I like the whole coaching staff. I like my teammates. Everybody just bond with each other. It just to get Chief 100 win, it means a lot to me because I'm part of the success that happened here, and that's really just it.
I'm so grateful to be a part of the 100 Club. I want to thank my players, the current players, former players that have put in that work for me, for them to buy in, for them to be committed, for each of those wins. And we express it all the time that they don't come easy. They haven't come easy. So I'm so grateful to be a part of that club. My family, my wife, my dream girl, she's every bit of every part of this journey. So I thank you, love. Yeah, so I want to give thanks first, and I just I pray that we have many more, many more.